Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Acting on the powers conferred upon me in accordance with the Universities Act 2012, the Universities Amendment Act 2016, Section 10 of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology Charter 2013, and the Statutes 47 and 50, 2013, it is my duty to declare this assembly as the 13th congregation of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Thank you.
Asanteni sana. Sasa tutaingia awamu nyingine ya matumbuizo. Na tutaanza na shairi moja, shairi ambalo linahusiana na sisi hapa chuoni, na wale ambao maafali ambao wanafuzu leo. Kwa hivyo hilo shairi litakuwa linasifia maafali na litakuwa likisemwa na Kokota. Kokota yuko wapi? Kokota anasifia maafali wa leo.
Naibu Chancellor, wahadhiri wote, mahafali, wazazi na wanafunzi wenzangu, hamjambo? Jina langu ni Chimvati Kokota, mwanafunzi wa chuo hiki cha Jaramogi, mwaka wa kwanza. Niko na shairi lenye mada hongera na wahongera, makinikeni nami hadi tama wa tamati. Najitosa ulingoni, shairi kuwaghania, nyote mlo ukumbini, hali ninawajulia, ni yangu matumaini, mbuheri wa afya. Hongera na wahongera kwa kufuzu ndugu zangu. Kwa kweli mlijikaza siku ya kwanza tokea, damu hamkuilaza lango mlipoingia, maswali mkauliza ili mpate tambua. Hongera na wahongera kwa kufuzu ndugu zangu. Mlifika darasani wakati unaofaa, mkaketi nyivitini, wahadhiri kungojea, mkasikiza makini ambacho aliwaambia. Hongera na wahongera kwa kufuzu ndugu zangu. Usiku mliamka vitabu kujisomea, maktaba mlifika mambo kuyafafanua, mkawa napanda shuka ila mkavumilia. Hongera na wahongera kwa kufuzu ndugu zangu. Miaka 4 si mchezo, hili ninalitambua. Wapo waloleta bezo, njiani wakashukia, ila kwa yenu mawazo kilele mmefikia. Hongera na wahongera kwa kufuzu ndugu zangu. Na waombea Mwenyezi milango kuifungua, mnapotafuta kazi mzipate ndio dua, kusiwe na vizuizi atangulie jalia. Hongera na wahongera kwa kufuzu ndugu zangu. Chimvati ninasimama mbele sitaendelea, kama nimewakosea kama msamaha nalilia, jina langu nishasema, Kwale ndiko natokea. Hongera na wahongera kwa kufuzu ndugu zangu. Nimekuwa wenu mtunzi na muhani wa shairi hili Chimvati Kokota, lakabu Malenga mtoto, ninarudi nitokako. Asanteni.
Asante sana Malenga Kokota. Asante kwa shairi hilo. Sasa tunaenda kwa tumbuizo la pili. Kwaya ya Joust pamoja na Joust Community Choir watakuwa na wimbo mmoja, Hallelujah from Mount Olives.
When I'm hailing the sick, when I'm hailing the sick, when I'm healing the sick, ain't got time to die, 'cause he takes all of my time, all of my time. If I don't praise him, the rocks got to cry out, glory and go now, glory and go now, ain't got time to die. Lord, I keep so busy walking for the kingdom, keep so busy walking for the kingdom, keep so busy walking for the kingdom, ain't got time to die. 'Cause when I'm feeding the poor, when I'm feeding the poor, when I'm feeding the poor, ain't got time to die, 'cause it takes all of my time, all of my time. If I don't praise him, the rocks got to cry out, glory and go now, glory and go now, ain't got time to die. Lord, I keep so busy serving my master, keep so busy serving my master, keep so busy serving my master, ain't got time to die. 'Cause when I'm giving my all, when I'm giving my all, when I'm giving my all, ain't got time to die, 'cause it takes all of my time, all of my time. If I don't praise him, the rocks gotta cry out, glory and go now, glory and go now, ain't got time. Now I want to get out of my way, get out of my way. If I don't praise him, the rocks gotta cry out, glory and go now, glory and go now, ain't got time to die.
Asante sana kundi hilo. Sasa tunabakisha wimbo mmoja kutoka kwa kwaya ya chuo hiki. Wimbo mmoja tu. A patriotic song by Jost Choir, Twajivunia Jaramogi.
Tujivunie chuo chetu, sote tulinde maadili yetu. Tushirikiane, tuungane, chuo kisonge mbele. Tujivunie chuo chetu, sote tulinde maadili yetu. Tushirikiane, tuungane, chuo kisonge mbele. Tujivunie Jaramogi, tujivunie Jaramogi, tujivunie Jaramogi, kweli chuo chetu ni bora. Tujivunie Jaramogi, tujivunie Jaramogi, tujivunie Jaramogi, kweli chuo chetu ni bora. Kila hatua tukisonga, lengo na mbinu zidhihirike wazi, na kauli zetu tutimize, sifa zidumu kwetu. Kila hatua tukisonga, lengo na mbinu zidhihirike wazi, na kauli zetu tutimize, sifa zidumu kwetu. Tujivunie Jaramogi, tujivunie
Thank you very much, Joust Choir. Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I now call upon the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic, Student Affairs and Research to invite the Valedictorian and the Just Alumni Association representatives to address the congregation, and thereafter invite the Vice Chancellor for her address and for the rest of the program as protocol demands. Deputy Vice Chancellor, please.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is our tradition at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology to celebrate students' academic excellence, leadership, and exemplary performance. This honor is bestowed upon distinguished graduates whose achievements reflect those ideals and who is formally presented to the congregation. In the 2024-2025 academic year, the valedictorian is from the School of Education, Humanities, and Social Sciences, pursuing the program of Bachelors of Education Arts with IT, specializing in business and mathematics. I now have the honor to present the valedictorian for the 2024-25 academic year, Mr. Odhiambo Roni Otieno, to give his speech, and that will be followed by the chair of the Alumni Association, Mr. Anthony Wafula.
To the Chief Guest, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Higher Education and Research, and riding on the protocols already established. Standing before you today as the valedictorian of this graduating class is an extraordinary honor. This moment reflects not just individual effort, but the collective support, the strength, the inspiration of all who have worked with me on this journey of dedication, perseverance, and resilience. When I first arrived at JUST, I had diverse expectations and hopes. Over time, I found a shared purpose to learn, to grow, and to strive for excellence. My academic journey tested me through the lectures, assignments, research, and examinations. Beyond academics, the community projects, the teaching practice, the hands-on experience expanded my understanding and strengthened my character. Today, I stand transformed, more confident, inquisitive, compassionate, and determined. I have learned that excellence is a habit that is built through discipline, curiosity, and courage. I am aware that I graduate into a world filled with both challenges and opportunities. The climate change, economic shifts, the technological disruptions, social transformation, name them. Yet, it is also a world that needs problem solvers, innovators, thinkers, and leaders. Fellow graduates, we are ready. Let us dream boldly, act with integrity, pursue excellence with purpose. Wherever we go, may we leave every place better than we found it. Today marks not an ending, but the beginning of, but a new beginning filled with possibility and promise. Let us embrace it with confidence and determination. I express my deepest gratitude to our families for their unwavering support, to our lecturers, the supervisors, the mentors, and the support staff for guiding us, and to the university for fostering an environment of learning, creativity, and innovation. To the graduating class of 2024-2025, congratulations. May we go forth with courage. May we shine with excellence. May we lead with integrity and serve with humility. Lastly, may we remember that we carry with us the heart, the spirit, and the legacy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University and Science and Technology. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
The Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, members of the Council, distinguished guests, faculty members, parents, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Before I give my speech, in our presence we have other alumni executive members. Please, you can wave to the congregation. Also, we will request the best graduate, before you sit down, please come. So that he can have the privilege of shaking the hand of the alumni chair, as we also give you a present of hard work and appreciation. Thank you very much. So we are giving you a small token here, and it will encourage you to take risks in life. Congratulations. Today marks a significant milestone as we gather to celebrate the 13th graduation ceremony of our university. This occasion serves as a testament to the progress we have achieved, not only as an academic institution, but as a community united by vision, resilience, and shared purpose. As I address you, I am reminded of the remarkable qualities present among you: intellect, determination, and aspirations poised for realization of greater goals. The university has provided an environment that has shaped your character, challenged your abilities, and prepared you to engage with a world that values innovation and leadership. My own journey as a pioneer graduate of this university lends a personal dimension to this moment. I recall a time when the institution was still in its formative stages, when our ambitions exceeded our numbers, and when hope was our guiding principle. Returning today as the chairperson of the Alumni Association is a privilege. It underscores the idea that significant achievements often begin with modest, dedicated efforts. You are now part of a legacy that started with a small group of visionaries and has since grown into a vibrant community of individuals who will shape industries, communities, and the future. As you move forward, remember that your journey extends beyond this day. The path ahead is filled with opportunities that surpass boundaries. Uphold the values instilled by this university: curiosity, integrity, and the conviction that you are capable of achieving more than you may anticipate. Let this celebration serve as a source of motivation, stability, and commitment to continuous growth and positive influence. Please don't go and hustle, but rather figure out, plan, solve a problem, it will materialize. It will give and grant you a brighter future. Congratulations to the class of 2025 on this 13th graduation ceremony. You are entrusted with the responsibility of shaping the future, and we look forward to witnessing your contributions. May the Almighty God bless you. May the Almighty God bless this esteemed university. Joost. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the Vice Chancellor to give her address.
Our Chancellor, the chief guest, and allow me to ride on the protocols that are already set, but I must acknowledge the University Council, and I must acknowledge the University Senate, and I need to acknowledge this sea of beautifully robed individuals, looking like you're ready to begin something extraordinary. Gentle ladies and men, good morning. Thank you. Let me say it again. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Okay, so that's the way I need to speak. Fine. Mr. Chancellor, I have a very long speech, and I'm going to abbreviate it by having some people help me. But to get started, I wish to, actually my speech is in two parts. The first part is expression of appreciation. I want to acknowledge, sir, the number of friends and partners who are with us either physically or remotely today, and some of them I am aware have sent representatives. Let me start by asking all who have joined us today as those who hold various positions in the national government, if we have, kindly rise so that, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I just want to make sure that I've not left anybody. If you're seated here and you're working for the government of Kenya and you're graduating, you are. Please rise. Yes, excellent. Can somebody please take this picture? I need to share this with His Excellency. Look at the whole of that lot back there. Oh, excellent. Thank you and congratulations. Yes, excellent. I now come closer home. All who are with us from the county government, I am aware that the governor has sent a representative in the person of the CEC in charge of education, Professor Edgar. Thank you. Do we have, thank you so much. Thank you. I then come to the sub-county in which we find ourselves, and that includes the municipality, Bondo municipality. I know the chair of the board is here with us. Please rise so that we can acknowledge you. He's right here. Also, one of us, we are represented. Thank you so much. Mr. Chancellor, then I go to my brother and sister heads of institutions of higher learning. Present with us, we have the Vice Chancellor of Southeastern Kenya University, Professor Douglas Shitanda. Thank you, my brother. We have representatives from Rongo University. Wonderful. From the University of Dodoma. I got a name. Have I lost him? Somebody please make sure that I've not lost Marwa P. Yusuf. Thank you. Kabianga, Dr. Cecilia, you're here. Thank you. Maseno University, representing the VC, we've got the DVC ASA, Professor Nyambeda. We have the Registrar Administration from Koitalel Samway University, Dr. Rhoda Chumba. Thank you, Doc. Registrar Admin from Kibabi, representing the VC Kibabi, Dr. Mitato. Thank you, Mitalo, sorry. We also have, I'm still at the Vice Chancellor and that level. From a little farther afield, we have partners with several universities. And I go down south, University of the Western Cape from Cape Town, represented by Henriette. Where is she? I saw her somewhere. Right over there. Welcome. And then from the University of Antwerp in Belgium, we've got Dr. Sophie and Professor Stephen Van Parsel. Are they there or here? They're right here. Thank you so much. If I have left somebody, have I left any university that's represented? Please. Sorry? Alupe, yes. And? I'm coming to you. I'm coming. Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, then we have the councils are also represented. We have a member of, I've lost this. Masinde Muliro University. Karibu sana mam. We have the chair of the University Council of Maseno University, Professor Omolongati, who is also graduating a PhD today. So he is more than Chancellor, more than Chair of Council. Thank you so much. Chair of Council, our Chancellor. My other set of appreciation also goes to the Vice Chancellors who have sent us goodwill messages. The University of Nairobi, Kenyatta University, Pwani University, the Technical University of Mombasa, Technical University of Kenya, Cooperative University of Kenya, Masai Mara University, Chair, all the 42 of those who are not here sent us their greetings. And for these, I am exceedingly grateful. There's one more class of leadership I must not leave out. Do we have any of our political leaders who have arrived yet? Right from our county, our sub-county, and further afield? Not yet. Do we have any body in local, is it local administration? Do we have any chiefs or sub-chiefs with us? I know one is graduating, a few are graduating. Okay. Yes, right over there, we have somebody in the Office of the President in administration and is with us. Thank you, Chair. Before I go on to the next level, Mr. Chancellor, As a university, as we go throughout the year, the things that affect the nation affect us too. And this year, since we last met, we have lost those who should have been among us today. We have lost students. I am not aware of any who is graduating posthumously, but we've also lost staff. And so, Mr. Chancellor, I'd like to request that we, just as soon as I ask for us to do this, we will be rising for a moment of silence because, sir, one of our lecturers sadly left us rather abruptly but very recently and is yet to be buried from the School of Education, from the Department of Special Needs and Early Childhood Education. We have lost Dr. Gregory Juma Nyongesa. I ask that we all rise and just observe a moment of silence as we remember who he has been to us and as we ask the Almighty to look with favor upon his family. Chancellor, just before we sit, we also lost Felix recently from Central Services. May I ask that we extend that moment of silence, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Chancellor, the second part of my speech is to lay a little bit of emphasis on who we are as a university. We are committed to excellence in research, innovation, and what is the other one? Science. And where we are heading to, commercialization of our research output is going to be a serious focus. And on that note, we partner with various entities, and I ask Professor Aburu and Professor Manyala to please come up. We partner with various entities, whether they're individual researchers or institutions, and they work with us towards encouraging our students to reach higher grounds. At this moment, I'm going to ask our director from the Directorate of Research, Innovation, and Extension to bring to us two categories of individuals we are honoring today. Thank you, Chair. But I will not sit down in case they take too long.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in recognition of the role played by young scientists in research and innovation at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, I have the honor to present to the congregation 12 young women innovators, of which 2 are graduating. I would ask them to rise and the 2 to approach the podium. These young women innovators were involved in research on e-waste and are currently receiving awards from the African Center of Technological Studies on herbal soap from Aloe, herbal tea from mulberry, solar dryer, and skincare products from silkworm cocoons. May they come forward, please. Thank you.
Of the 2 who are graduating, we have Alice Kerubo Onduso. Alice, where are you? and Celine Nafura. And the rest of the team, the rest of the 12 are standing right here with us. Shall we please just acknowledge them through an exceedingly excited clap? I cannot see these two, so I am going to move on to the next category. Alice, are you here? I needed you to have reached here by now. Selena, where are you? Mr. Chancellor, with your permission, I beg that you shake their hands and give them these certificates. Thank you. Just go right. Just go right across to the Chancellor. Thank you. Keep going. That is well done. Right ahead. Thank you very much. And Mr. Chancellor, the joy of this is that these were doing this during their undergraduate studies. And that means that you do not have to have a degree to be innovative. You can be innovative at any level of your studies. Mr. Chancellor, the second level is something that we are starting today, and I will allow the director to mention this too.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have now the honor to present the Vice Chancellor Young Scientist Award to Dr. Evie Akinyi. Dr. Evie Akinyi has done commendable work at a master's level on adolescent health in HIV endemic areas, and recently has acquired a PhD on HPV 16 genetic variants at the University of Antwerp in Belgium. Dr. Evie, please come forward to deliver your speech.
Mr. Chancellor, we thought we would give her something that's both old and new, just so that she can know that she's treasured. Maybe you'll open it so that we see what's on it. You can show and then show them. I can see those who are close by are smiling broadly. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I wish to have you present this to her. Come with me. Thank you. And then we will give her a minute to say something. It was. This was.
Thank you. The Chancellor, and riding on all protocols, good morning. Today, as I receive the Vice Chancellor's Award that has been mentioned, it's the first time, I am deeply grateful, profoundly moved. This honor represents more than a personal achievement. It reflects the collective effort, sacrifice, and support that has shaped my journey. Every early morning, late night, and the challenge and words of encouragement has led to this. I accept this award not as recognition of my individual accomplishment, but as a tribute to all who have guided me and supported me. Foremost to my parents, Francis Owino and Lillian Acheng, whose unwavering belief, guidance, sacrifice laid the foundation of everything I have achieved. From my early years in Rongo Primary, Mirogi Primary, to the timeless times in Limuru Girls, they nurtured my aspirations and instilled values in me. I also remember the young girl walking the paths of life with ambition, uncertainty, and finding hope in education. It feels remarkable to stand here today, recognized for academic excellence, research, and service, an outcome that once felt distant. My academic path has been driven by commitment to addressing health challenges affecting women, families, and communities. My master's research on adolescent health in HIV endemic area of Nyando and my PhD work on HPV-16 genetic variants were motivated by real-life experiences with women in clinics, communities, and true contours. These projects were personal, purposeful, and aimed at improving outcome. More specifically, developing the Affinity Plus probe assay during my PhD to detect HPV-16 in low resource limited setting remain a significant achievement. I extend, therefore, my sincere thanks to my family, my love partner and children, my supervisor, mentor, colleagues, collaborators in Kenya and Valium, more specifically to VLIR, the National Research Fund of Kenya, JUST, and other institutions. This award reinforces my commitment to advance research in cervical cancer and HPV and in mentoring young people. Above all, it affirms the purpose-driven work rooted in compassion, service, and meaningful change. May we continue to dream boldly, bravely, and together. Thank you, and thank you to the Vice Chancellor's Office for the honor. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, this is the kind of activity that puts a smile on the face of Professor Ndala from the National Research Foundation. I have seen him put on a Kampala Mombasa smile, and this is exciting. So we've got people for you, Prof. Sound, can we reduce the echo, please? Sound, may we reduce the echo, please? If I keep talking, will you be able to ensure that the echo is reduced so that we can hear a little better than that? Thank you so much. With this, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now have the pleasure of inviting the chair, the acting chair of Council, Ambassador Ligabo, to please make the remarks of the chair of Council. Thank you.
The acting and presiding Chancellor, Professor Shem Oyo Wandika, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, Professor Emil Achieng Okuno, Vice Chancellors and TVCs from our sister universities, members of the University Senate, staff, graduates, parents, guardians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 31st graduation ceremony. We are deeply honored that you have joined us on this significant day as we celebrate the achievements of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University.
You can hear the smile. 13th graduation ceremony.
Huh?
13th graduation ceremony.
Oh, 13th. Yeah. There is 13th, probably happiness has made some different pronouncement, but it is our 13th university graduation. We are therefore deeply honored that you have joined us on this significant day as we celebrate the achievements of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Today, we come together to witness the conferment of degrees and award of diplomas and certificates. We also recognize the efforts of our entire university community, our students, their families and staff, partners and supporters. To our graduating students, congratulations. You have shown remarkable resilience, commitment, and strength in your pursuit of your knowledge. Today is a bright milestone in your journey, and we celebrate each of you. And guardians, we are grateful and deeply happy with the successes and sacrifices and unwavering support you made to sustain these learners throughout their studies. To the faculty, administrators, and support staff of JUST, thank you in your commitment to academic excellence, mentorship, and service. Your efforts are at the core or the root of the university's success. Distinguished guests, as we celebrate JUST's growth and success, I want to highlight an achievement that fills us with pride. JUST is recognized as one of the leading universities in Kenya. We are making our mark in higher education through significant progress in teaching, research, innovation, and community impact. Our growth has come with clear intention and strategy. It is rooted in our commitment to academic excellence, solid governance, and responsive leadership. JUST has developed into a center of knowledge, creation, intellectual engagement, and social change. We are pleased to see our visibility increased, both nationally, regionally, and regional rankings, particularly in academic networks, development initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, as research is central to our mission at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University, we are excited about the ongoing expansion of our research portfolio across various disciplines. We are actively involved in both new and ongoing research projects that tackle real-world issues such as climate change, food security, public health, fisheries management, blue economy development, gender equality, and digital transformation. Furthermore, our university is strengthening partnership with government agencies, research institutions, communities, and global organizations. These connections significantly enhance our academic work and create more opportunities for staff and students. Our innovation ecosystem is growing as we support student-led projects, faculty research, incubation efforts, and community-based solutions. As the Council of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University, one of our main priorities is to ensure that the university remains visible and competitive on a global scale. I am therefore happy to report that we have made significant strides internationalizing our programs to enhance our global presence and also position Jaramogi Oginga University amongst progressive higher learning institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, let me address a vital issue affecting not just JUST, but all the universities across Kenya. The funding challenges facing higher university education sector remain persistent. Decreased capitation, delayed funding, rising operational costs continue to put immense pressure on universities, particularly the management of universities. This situation has severely affected infrastructural development, staffing research, funding, and the overall quality of education. As a nation, we must acknowledge that universities cannot thrive without sufficient, reliable, and sustainable resources. Despite these difficulties, I want to assure you that the University Council and the University Management Board are working hard to keep the institution stable. We are committed to sound financial management, efficient use of resources, and strong governance practices and ethics. At the same time, we are implementing policies to improve resource mobilization, which will go a long way to mitigate some of the challenges. We have therefore established the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Endowment Fund and the Choose Foundation, both designed to attract donations, partnership with the private sector, and long-term investment. These efforts will definitely diversify our income, secure the university's future, and improve our ability to provide world-class education, research, and services. We also celebrate our institutional growth marked by a steady increase in student enrollment and near completion of one of our important infrastructure projects, the new Choose Library, with the 2,000 students capacity, which will soon serve as a premier hub for learners and researchers. We need to note that with hope and happiness that the university has initiated collaboration with the government and other international donors on the exploration and utilization of nuclear power, mediated by Nuclear Power Energy Agency. The project is poised to benefit not only the local community, but will also have an impact on the national economy. Other pending opportunities that we are keen to explore will be in other areas like mining. However, this added growth has responsibility. We will therefore continue to collaborate with national government, county government, partners to ensure adequate support for ongoing infrastructure needs. To this end, I call upon the national partners and well-wishers to support the completion of the tuition block at the Acheko Learning Center and the administration block complex at the main campus here. These facilities are essential to accommodating our expanding student population and enhancing service delivery. Similarly, completing the access to our Mianze campus is vital for improving mobility, safety, and the potential for academic expansion in this region. In conclusion, I wish just to advise our valued graduates. The world you are entering is very dynamic, is competitive, full of opportunities, but also full of challenges, which are very stiff. But you have left choose more wise, more intelligent. Let your achievements reflect the quality of the institution that has shaped you. Remember, your success is the success of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University. Wherever you go, by the university's ambassadors, I thank you very much.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, our chief guest, the Principal Secretary in the State Department of Higher Education, is almost here with us, and we will give a little time to at least breathe. And so I'm going to move ahead and request, Mr. Chancellor, sir, that you now address the congregation. Thank you, sir. And it is customary for all of us to rise as the Chancellor rises.
Be seated, please. Our chief guest, Principal Secretary, State Department for Higher Education and Research, Dr. Bistis Inyangala, the Chairman of the University Council, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, Professor Emily Achieng Akuno, Vice Chancellors from sister universities, members of the University Senate, staff, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, parents and guardians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everyone. It is a great honor to address you at the 13th graduation ceremony of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Today we come together to celebrate achievements, resilience, and brighter tomorrow. This moment is special, not just for our graduates, but for everyone who has supported them along the journey. To our graduates, congratulations. Your hard work, discipline, and perseverance have led you to this important milestone. We celebrate you and your courage and commitment.
To parents, guardians, families, and loved ones, thank you. Your sacrifices and unswerving support have shaped the success we see today. To government agencies, county governments, development partners, and all institutions supporting JOST, we appreciate your continued collaboration. To our lecturers, researchers, administrators, and staff, your dedication to teaching, research, and service is essential to our growth as a university. Today is a shared success. As a country, ladies and gentlemen, Kenya is making significant strides in expanding access to higher education, improving digital transformation, strengthening research systems, and implementing institutional reforms. These efforts reflect a common aspiration to create a knowledge-driven, globally competitive society. JOST is proud to play a part in this vision. Here at JOST, we celebrate key achievements. One major highlight is the near completion of the JOST library behind you, a landmark that will transform scholarship and research at our institution. The abundant facility commanding print resources, digital platforms, collaborative spaces, and specialized research areas will serve as a center for academic excellence for years to come. To our students, this library is more than just a building. It represents our commitment to knowledge, inquiry, innovation, and intellectual freedom. Use it to feed your curiosity and to develop ideas that will uplift our communities and our nation. We also celebrate the increase in students' enrollment, which reflects the trust placed in JOST teaching, research, and service. However, this growth requires more infrastructure and better learning facilities. As Chancellor, I reaffirm our commitment to strong partnership between JOST and society, government, industry, development agencies, and local communities. Your ongoing support is vital as we work to complete key facilities of the university, which are important for improving access, mobility, and service delivery as the university expands. I also want to thank the leaders and communities of Budalangi and Nambale for welcoming JOST and supporting our learning centers. Through these partnerships, we strengthen our mission of inclusivity, regional development, and nation building. Ladies and gentlemen, while we celebrate, we remain aware of the challenges facing higher education in Kenya. Financial sustainability and funding gaps, infrastructure constraints, pressure from rising enrollment, limited research funding, the need for stronger connections with the industry and communities, and gaps in digital infrastructure impacting learning and administration. These challenges call for innovation and collaboration. Together we can turn these obstacles into opportunities for progress. In the class of 2025, today you enter the world as professionals, innovators, thinkers, and change makers. The certificates, diplomas, and degrees you receive are not just academic achievements. They are a call to serve with wisdom, integrity, and humility. Carry forward the values that define JOST: excellence, integrity, resilience, curiosity, and service to society. Embrace new technologies, including artificial intelligence and other innovations that will shape the future of work. Be ambassadors of JOST. Represent our ideals everywhere you go, and let your actions demonstrate the quality of this great institution. To everyone who has supported our graduates, families, lecturers, university leadership, staff, and partners, thank you for contributing to the development of Kenya's next generation of leaders, innovators, and visionaries. As Chancellor, I look to the future with hope. May JOST continue to grow in influence, excellence, and impact. May our students shine across Kenya and around the world, and may the institution remain a symbol of knowledge, innovation, and transformation. Congratulations again to all our graduates. May your futures be bright, meaningful, and impactful. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor, sir. In the wake of increasing data protection awareness, allow me to read a statement from the Directorate of Corporate Communication of JOST. Please be advised that today's graduation ceremony is being photographed, video recorded, and live streamed. By attending and participating in this event, you are giving your consent to the institution to capture and use your image, voice, and likeness in photographs, video, and audio recordings. These materials may be used for educational, promotional, and archival purposes, including on official university websites and social media platforms without compensation. Attendance at this ceremony indicates your understanding and acceptance of this notice. Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I now invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Students Affairs and Research to call upon deans of schools to present graduates for the conferment of degrees and award of diplomas and certificates. Deputy Vice Chancellor, please.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I call upon deans of the following schools in the order which I will call them to present candidates for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Dean, School of Agricultural and Food Sciences. Dean, School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics and Actuarial Sciences. The Dean, School of Business and Economics. The Dean, School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences. The Dean, School of Health Sciences. And the Dean, School of Informatics and Innovative Systems.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following one candidate satisfied the School of Agricultural and Food Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Food Security and Sustainable Agriculture, Oganyo Mark Omolo. Title of thesis: Determinants of Consumption of Lake Flies, Ephemerothera in the Lake Victoria Basin. Supervisors: Professor Monica A. Ayeko and Dr. Elijah Museve. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following two candidates satisfied the School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics and Actuarial Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Pure Mathematics, Njoroge James Mwangi. Title of thesis: On orthogonality and boundaries of numerical ranges of algebraic elementary operators. Supervisors: Professor Bernard Okello and Dr. Priska Omoke. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors. Yes. Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Mathematics, Nyangwe George Ondiek Opio. Title of thesis: Lee symmetry analysis of wave equation arising due to collapse of shafts in power transmission system. Supervisors: Professor Omolo Ongati and Professor Amina Titus. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following two candidates satisfied the School of Business and Economics, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management, Onjolo Samuel Omolo. Title of thesis: Knowledge Management as a Predictor of Employee Performance in Food Manufacturing Firms in Nairobi, Kenya. Supervisors: Professor Arvin Lucy Onditi and Dr. Caroline Sietenei Koech. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors. Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management, Okwara Benjamin Onyango. Title of thesis: Effects of Strategic Management Process with Control of Detractors on Access to Water. Supervisors: Professor Arvin Lucy Onditi, Dr. Pamela Jael Ewere, and Dr. Fronica Munari. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the 2024-2025 academic year, the following four candidates satisfied the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Administration and Management, Ololo Thomas Odongo. Title of thesis: Influence of Principals' Leadership Practices on Learners' Academic Performance in Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education Examination in Public Schools in Kisii County, Kenya. Supervisors: Dr. Mary Onditi and Dr. Bernard Mwebi. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors. Opoko Joseph Arot. Title of thesis: Influence of Head Teachers' Instructional Supervision on Teachers' Pedagogical Practices in Public Primary Schools in Homa Bay County, Kenya. Supervisors: Professor Jack Ajowi and Dr. Ruth Otieno. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors. Orwa Beatrice Akinyi. Title of thesis: Influence of Leadership Styles of Principals on Teachers' Turnover in Secondary Schools. Supervisors: Professor Michael Okwara and Professor Jack Ajowi. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors. Doctor of Philosophy in History, Omondi Brenda Salome. Title of thesis: Technological Change in crop production practices among the Abaluhia of Busia County, Kenya, 1894 to 1978. Supervisors, Professor Samuel Okuro and Dr. Isaiah Onjala. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following two candidates satisfy the School of Health Sciences, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Public Health, Nyamato Aranda Stanley. Title of thesis, Association of Diarrheal Conditions among under 5 years children and health systems, performance in Migori County. Supervisors, Dr. Charles Angira and Professor Fred Amemo. Iboro Ann Ayeko. Title of the thesis, A Framework for Enhancing Adaptation to Psychosocial Challenges Among Adolescent Mothers in Western Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Jane Wenga and Dr. Elizabeth Umondi. The candidates will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following four candidates satisfied the School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in IT Security and Audit, Wanyonyi Evelyn Nekesa. Title of thesis, A Privileged Behavioral Insider Threat Detection and Classification Model Using Deep Learning Techniques. Supervisors, Professor Silvan Sabeka and Dr. Newton Masinde. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors. Odera David Umolo. Title of thesis, Similarity-Based Defense Model Against Backdoor Attacks in Federated Learning with Momentum Optimization. Supervisors, Dr. Joshua Gola and Dr. Lois Agong. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors. Odiaga Gloria Award. Title of thesis, A Deep Learning-Based Cyber Attack Detection Model for Enhanced Cybersecurity in Web-Based Systems. Supervisors, Dr. Newton Masinde and Dr. Castro Yoga. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors. Doctor of Philosophy in Business Information Systems, Oroko Dismas Umboya. Title of thesis, A Framework for Implementation of Telemedicine. Supervisors, Professor Solomon Ogara and the late Professor George Raburu. The candidate will be hooded and escorted by the supervisors.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to the degree. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Certificate. You okay? Yeah, yeah, come on.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations. Congratulations. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
You can adjust it. Feel free to adjust.
Thank you. All the best. Congratulations. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree.
Thank you.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that pertains to this degree.
Well done. Well done.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that pertains to this degree. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that pertains to this degree. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that pertains to this degree.
Feel free to adjust. You can pull it down.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that pertains to this degree. Congratulations.
NC. Okay, we have time to take a few pictures. And somebody tell us where you want us to be. We can be here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you and congratulations. Our fresh PhDs, karibuni viti. Okay. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now wish to request that our chief guest, the Principal Secretary in the State Department of Higher Education, Dr. Beatrice Muganda Inyangala, say some congratulatory words to these individuals who are smiling and makes her speech. Karibu, Daktari.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, Session Chair of Council of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and this is not too, okay. Ooh, it's too close. Mr. Chancellor, sir, Chairman of Council, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Emily Acheng Akuno, Vice Chancellors of sister universities present, CEOs of sagas and state corporations, members of the University Management Board, esteemed staff, dear graduates, parents and guardians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm deeply honored to stand before you today on this historic occasion, the 13th graduation ceremony of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Not so long ago, we gathered on this very ground under a heavy cloud of grief. We came not to celebrate, but to mourn, not to applaud, but to reflect. We laid to rest one of the most illustrious sons of this land, our Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga Joey. Joey, a patriot, a reformer, and above all, a believer in the power of ideas, institutions, and education. Throughout his life, he loved this institution deeply. He believed, as Plato once said, that the direction in which education starts a man will determine the future of his life. May his light continue to shine upon us, guiding us to emulate his courage, his conviction, and his unwavering commitment to improving our motherland. Mr. Chancellor, sir, today we gather to celebrate the graduating class of 2025. Please join me in giving a round of applause to the graduating class. I congratulate you most sincerely. Your journey has not been easy. You have studied through uncertainty, adapted through change, and persevered through challenges. Yet here you stand, proof that resilience, discipline, and hope still triumph. As Aristotle reminds us, excellence is never an accident. It is the result of intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. In a very special way, I want to thank those who walked this journey with you. Your parents and guardians sacrificed a lot to ensure that you remained in school to pursue your dream. And I know that behind each one of you stands a community that believed in you, sacrificed for you, and prayed for you. We thank your communities. I also want to commend the leadership of this university, the council, the senate, the university management and staff who have nurtured your talents and enabled you to achieve this great milestone. Mr. Chancellor, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the government of Kenya remains steadfast in its commitment to strengthening higher education. Our goal is clear: to establish a sustainable, fair, and equitable system, one that ensures that no deserving student is denied access to education due to financial constraints. Through the new funding model, we are aligning resources to support learners according to their need, while safeguarding the long-term financial sustainability of our institutions. The ministry is working tirelessly to streamline processes, enhance efficiency, and strengthen accountability so that every shilling allocated to higher education reaches its intended beneficiaries and helps universities to achieve their desirable outcomes. That is, developing human capital and technologies that are not only instrumental for achieving the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, but also Vision 2030 and beyond that, a first world country. Education is about creating knowledge, solving problems, and building nations. That is why we are intensifying support for research and innovation and encouraging partnerships with the private sector, development partners, and industry players. As Francis Bacon wisely observed, knowledge itself is power. When harnessed effectively, that power transforms economies, strengthens resilience, and uplifts communities. In this regard, I want to commend JUST for its remarkable strides in research, innovation, and technology transfer. The university has secured over Kenya shillings 112 million in external research funding, largely through international collaborations that support postgraduate training, climate research, biotechnology, and critical equipment acquisition. This is excellence in action. Particularly in food security, climate resilience, and digital transformation, also youth employment, key pillars as we pursue the better agenda. We recognize and appreciate the technical and financial resources raised through partnerships. The responsibility of supporting higher education cannot rest on government alone. I therefore call upon the private sector, corporate organizations, and philanthropists to partner with us through scholarships, internships, apprenticeships, and research collaborations, which are all very powerful ways of investing in our youth. By working with universities, industry not only gives back to society, but also builds a pipeline of skilled ethical, and future-ready graduates. I am encouraged by JUST's growing network of partnerships. This is the spirit we must nurture if higher education is to fully drive Kenya's development agenda. Dear graduates, as you walk out of these gates today, remember, this degree is not an end. It's opening a whole new beginning. The world you enter is complex, fast-changing, and competitive. What will distinguish you is not just what you know, but how you think, how you serve, and how you lead. Be adaptable, be innovative, and above all, be guided by integrity. Be that generation that changes narratives in governance, business, science, agricultural technology, and social services. Kenya, and indeed the whole world, looks to you for solutions to unemployment, climate change, inequality, and social cohesion. We remember the very wise words of Nelson Mandela: education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Go forth with confidence and make a difference. Dear graduates, are you ready to make a difference? Are you ready? Congratulations and God bless you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, as we continue, allow me to make an announcement as follows. All the graduates who have not yet accessed their graduation booklet, kindly log into the university website and do so. Thank you.
Tell them they're in the social media platforms, all social media platforms.
The event is also being streamlined on all social media platforms. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I call upon the deans of the following schools in the order in which I call them to present the candidates for conferment of master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Dean, School of Agricultural and Food Sciences. Dean, School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics, and Actuarial Sciences. The Dean, School of Business and Economics. The Dean, School of Education, Humanities, and Social Sciences. The Dean, School of Health Sciences. And the Dean, School of Informatics and Innovative Systems.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 10 candidates satisfied the School of Agricultural and Food Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Master of Science in Food Security and Sustainable Agriculture, Gadara and Rose Wanjugu. Kigeso Andrea Malima, Mgane Joseph Kamande, Nyombe Ruth Pony Mori, Obiero Calvin Sochieng, Ochieng Samuel Ogaji, Omondi Lydia Akinyi, Silipiwe Sharai, Wanjala Martin Nambale. Master of Science in Agricultural Extension, Odhiambo Doreen Anyango. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 7 candidates satisfied the School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics and Actuarial Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Master of Science in Chemistry, Onyango Lorraine Award. Master of Science in Physics, Onyango Samuel Okoth, Wanyonyi Antoinette Nafula. Master of Science in Pure Mathematics, Adoyo Alvins Ochieng, Kagali David, Nguli Elijah Musioki, Onyango Duncan Otieno. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 2 candidates satisfied the School of Business and Economics, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Master of Business Administration in Strategic Management, Sijewi Richard Ochieng. Master of Business Administration in Human Resource Management, Chumbe Eunice Adhiambo. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 5 candidates satisfied the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Master of Education in Pedagogy, Mulwa Emily Mali. Master of Education in Curriculum Studies, Onyango Joseph Machogu. Master of Education in Educational Administration, Ayodo Linda Joan Achieng. Master of Education in Educational Psychology, Ogilo Matthias Mateze Otieno. Master of Arts in Linguistics, Asungu Kwendo Wycliffe. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 15 candidates satisfy the School of Health Sciences, Board of Examiners, the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present Master of Public Health, Epidemiology and Disease Control Option, Doya Felix Onyango, Kobong Wycliffe Ochieng, Mayamba William Odongo, Nwok Michael Mbata, Nguka Sela Alo, Obet Kizito Omondi, Oduol Olivia Ndede Abiambo, Owino George Eric Otieno, Sewe Nicholas Onyango, Masters of Science, Epidemiology and Disease Control, Guda John Orimbo, Njagi Delicate Wanja, Odindo Dorothy Atieno, Omondi David Odongo, Oyoyo Annette Awor, Masters of Public Health, Health Promotion Option, Anyango Raphael Ochieng. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following two candidates satisfied the School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the master's degree of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Master of Science in IT Security and Audit, Akelo Bernard Olo, Odhiambo Georgina Triza Akumu. Kindly resume your seats.
May all the master's degree graduates rise up for conferment of the degrees.
Do all that pertains to this degree. I'll repeat. I admit the persons named to the respective degrees to which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that pertains to this degree. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I call upon the deans of the following schools, in the order in which I will call them, to present the candidates for the conferment of diplomas and certificates of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Dean School of Agricultural and Food Sciences, the Dean School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics, and Actuarial Sciences, the Dean School of Business and Economics, the Dean School of Education, Humanities, and Social Sciences, the Dean School of Engineering and Technology, the Dean School of Health Sciences, the Dean School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, and the Dean School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resource Management.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following one candidate satisfied the School of Agricultural and Food Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the following diploma of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Agripreneurship, credit, serial 1 on page 62. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 17 candidates satisfied the School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics and Actuarial Sciences, Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Applied Statistics, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 4 on page 60. Pass, serial number 5 to serial number 6 on page 60. Diploma in Science Laboratory Technology. Distinction, Shimwenyi Emmanuel, Isigi Clara Imali. Credit, serial number 3 to serial number 11 on page 61. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 36 candidates satisfied the School of Business and Economics, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas and certificate of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Baking Technology, credit, serial 1 to serial 3 on page 63. Diploma in Business Administration, credit, serial 1 to serial 10 on page 63. Diploma in Business Management, credit, serial 1 to serial 2 on page 63. Diploma in Credit Management, credit, serial 1 to serial 3 on page 63 to page 64. Diploma in Supply Chain Management, distinction, Ondiek Millicent Auma on page 64. Credit, serial 2 to serial 3 on page 64. Diploma in Tourism Management, credit, serial 1 to serial 10 on page 64. Certificate in Business Administration, pass, serial 1 to serial 5 on page 72. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 33 candidates satisfied the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Counseling Psychology, credit, serial number 1 to serial number 4, page 63. Diploma in Digital Journalism, distinction, Madeka Robert Musioka. Credit, serial number 2 to serial number 6 on page 63. Diploma number 1 to serial number 15 on page 64. Pass, serial number 16 to serial number 20 on page 64. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 14 candidates satisfied the School of Engineering and Technology, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Civil Engineering. Credit, serial number 1 to 3 on page 66. Diploma in Construction Management. Credit, serial number 1 to 5 on page 67. Diploma in Marine Engineering, Ship Construction. Distinction, Bunyata Gaius Kigen, page 67. Credit, serial number 2 to 6 on page 67. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 87 candidates satisfied the School of Health Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the respective degrees and certificate of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Community Health and Development, Distinction. Machuka Devin Nyambate, Bori Saron Achieng, Dugu Titus Mwendwa, Ombati Danfaith Mora, Otieno Malvin Awor, Otieno Masi Akinyi, Umera Davin Abiambo. Credit from serial number 8 on page 68, serial number 29 to number 50 on page 69, Diploma in Health Records with IT, Distinction, Mandera Valerie, Masikwe George, Munyoki Faith, Odongo Sela Elsa, Ondusi Lydia Kariri, Otieno Roy Umolo, Machogu Rita Nekesa. Credit from serial number 8 on page 69. Then serial number 10 to 24 on page 70. Certificate in Community Health and Development, serial number 1 to serial number 12. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 38 candidates satisfied the School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Cyber Security, credit, serial number 1 to 13 on page 68. Diploma in ICT Technician, distinction, Abdi Aldiramar Khalif, Munyoki Cynthia Mudeu, Wesonga Henry Moffat. Credit, serial 4 to 28 on page 69. Pass, serial 21 on page 69. Diploma in Library and Information Science, distinction, Molo Brenda Award. Credit, serial 2 on page 69. Diploma in Linux Engineering for IT professionals. Credit, serial 1 to 2 on page 70. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 16 candidates satisfied the School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resources Management Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Cartography, credit, serial 1 and 2 on page 72. Diploma in Environmental Science, distinction, Sebit DR Jr. Credit, serial 2 and 3 on page 73. Pass, serial 4 on page 73. Diploma in Environmental Management, credit, serial 1 on page 73. Diploma in Land Survey, credit, serial 1 and 2 on page 73. Diploma in Project Management, credit, serial 1 and 2 on page 73. Diploma in Water Resources Management Technology, credit, serial 1 to 4 on page 73 and serial 5 on page 74. Kindly resume your seats.
May all the diploma and certificate candidates rise up for award of the various diplomas and certificates.
Acting on the powers conferred by the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, Charter 2013, and the Statutes 47 and 50, 2013, and knowing that you have satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the University Senate in all the subjects in which you were enrolled, trained, and examined, it gives me great pleasure to award you the respective diplomas and certificates of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I call upon the deans of the following schools in the order in which I'll call them to present the candidates for the conferment of bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University and Technology. Dean, School of Agricultural and Food Sciences. Dean, School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics and Actuarial Sciences. Dean, School of Business and Economics. Dean, School of Engineering and Technology. Dean, School of Health Sciences. Dean, School of Informatics and Innovative Systems. Dean, School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resource Management. And finally, Dean, School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 107 candidates satisfy the School of Agricultural and Food Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management, second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 3 on page 12. Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Extension Education, second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 23 on page 12. And serial 24 to 41 on page 13. Second class honors, lower division, serial 42 to 80 on page 14, and serial 80 to 94 on page 15. Bachelor of Science in Animal Science, second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 4 on page 15. Second class honors, lower division, serial 5 to 7 on page 15. Bachelor of Science in Food Security, second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 3 on page 15. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 72 candidates satisfied the School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics and Actuarial Sciences, Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. Second class honors, upper division. Serial number 1 on page 15. Serial number 2 to 3 on page 16. Second class honors, lower division. Serial number 4 on page 16. Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science with IT. Second class honors, upper division. Serial number 1 to serial number 7 on page 16. Lower division. Serial number 8 to serial number 30 on page 16. Serial number 31 to serial number 54 on page 17. Pass. Serial number 55 to serial number 68 on page 18. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 101 candidates satisfied the School of Business and Economics, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT Accounting option. Second class honors upper division. Serial 1 to serial 14 on page 18. Second class honors lower division. Serial 15 to serial 27 on page 19. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT, Finance option. Second class honors upper division. Serial 1 to serial 16 on page 19. Second class honors lower division. Serial 17 to serial 29 on page 19 to page 20. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT Human Resource Management option. Second class honors upper division, serial 1 to serial 3 on page 20. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT Supply Chain Management option. Second class honors upper division, serial 1 on page 20. Second class honors lower division, serial 2 to serial 3 on page 20. Bachelor of Logistics and Supply Chain Management, second class honors upper division, serial 1 to serial 16 on page 20 to page 21. Second class honors lower division, serial 17 to serial 32 on page 22. Bachelor of International Tourism Management, second class honors upper division, serial 1 to serial 6 on page 22. Second class honors lower division, serial 7 on page 22. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 44 candidates satisfied the School of Engineering and Technology Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Construction Management, first class honors, Otieno Sadrak Odhiambo, page 50. Second class honors upper division, serial number 2 to 12 on page 50 to 51. Second class honors lower division, serial number 13 to 40 on page 51 to 52. Pass, serial number 41 on page 52. Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Technology and Management. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 on page 52. Second class honors lower division, serial number 2 to 3 on page 52. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 24-2025 academic year, the following 114 candidates satisfied the School of Health Sciences, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Community Health, First Class Honors, Kakai Elizabeth Nafula. Second Class Honors Upper Division, from serial number 2 on page 53 to serial 30 to 37 on page 54. Second Class Honors Lower Division, from serial number 40 to 46 on page 54. Bachelor of Science in Public Health, Second Class Honors Upper Division, from serial number 1 to serial number 17 on page 54. Serial number 20 to 41 on page 55. Second Class Honors Lower Division, serial number 42 to 53 on page 55. Serial number 57 to 68 on page 56. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 126 candidates satisfied the School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degree of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Business Information Systems, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to 8 on page 54. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, serial number 9 to 15 on page 54. Serial number 16 to 18 on page 55. Bachelor of Science in Computer Security and Forensics, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to 17 on page 55. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, serial number 18 to 30 on page 55. Serial number 31 to 63 on page 56. Bachelor of Science in Information Communication Technology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to 2 on page 56. Serial number 3 to 18 on page 57. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, serial number 19 to 40 on page 57. Serial number 41 to 45 on page 58. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 38 candidates satisfied the School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resources Management Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Arts in Spatial Planning and Design, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 13 on page 60. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, serial 14 to 21 on page 60, and serial 22 to 36 on page 61. Bachelor of Science in Water Resources and Environmental Management, Second Class Honors, Lower Division, serial 1 and 2 on page 61. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 954 candidates satisfy the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Education, Arts with IT, First Class Honors, Odeka Lucy Anyango, Odhiambo Roni Otieno. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial number 3 to serial number 39 on page 23, serial number 40 to serial number 79 on page 24, serial number 80 to serial number 119 on page 25, serial number 120 to serial number 159 on page 26, serial number 160 to serial number 182 on page 27. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, serial number 183 to 196 on page 27, serial number 197 to 236 on page 28, serial number 237 to 276 on page 29, serial number 277 to 316 on page 30, serial number 317 to 356 on page 31, serial number 357 to 396 on page 32, serial number 397 to serial number 436 on page 33, serial number 437 to 441 on page 34. Pass. Serial number 442 to 443 on page 34. Bachelor of Education Science with IT, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, excuse me, serial number 1 to serial number 22 on page 34, serial number 23 to serial number 56 on page 35, serial number 57 to serial number 90 on page 36, serial number 91 to serial number 106 on page 37. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, serial number 107 to serial number 121 on page 37, serial number 122 to serial number 155 on page 38, serial number 156 to serial number 189 on page 39, serial number 190 to serial number 223 on page 40, serial number 224 to serial number 257 on page 41, serial number 258 to 291 on page 42, serial number 292 to serial number 325 on page 43, serial number 326 to serial number 352 on page 44, serial number 354 to serial number 356 on page 44. Pass. Serial number 357 to serial number 358 on page 45. Bachelor of Education, Special Needs Education with IT, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to serial number 28 on page 45, serial number 29 to serial number 32 on page 46, Second Class Honors, Lower Division, serial number 33 to serial number 54 on page 46, pass. Serial number 55 on page 46. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Development and Education with IT, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 30 on page 47, serial number 31 to serial number 37 on page 48, second class honors, lower division, serial number 38 to serial number 39 on page 48. Bachelor of Arts, Development and Policy Studies, first class honors, Nalek Faith Nankia. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 2 to serial number 13 on page 48, serial number 14 to serial number 15 on page 48. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 16 to serial number 33 on page 49. Bachelor of Arts, International Relations and Diplomacy. First class honors, Morara Nyabiba Seth. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 2 to serial number 12 on page 49, serial number 15 to serial number 16 on page 49, serial number 17 to serial number 23 on page 50. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 22 to serial number 29 on page 50. Kindly resume your seats.
May the bachelor degree candidates all rise up for the conferment of degree by the Chancellor.
I admit the persons named to the respective degrees for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations, have a seat.
And now, congratulations. It's time to shift the tassel. You can get your hats off, throw them in the air, but make sure you catch it back. Okay. And make sure your tassel is on the correct side. Is it the left or the right? On the left. So your tassel now goes to your left. Well done. Congratulations. Please be seated. Please be seated. I will soon be dissolving this assembly, but before I do that, number one, congratulations. Well done. Number two, I need to hand you back to your families and to the society. But before I do, you don't want me to hand you back, you want to stay? But before I do that, a few announcements. I know you want to know when you'll collect your certificates. On the second Monday of January 2026, we will post on the website the schedule of collection. So on the second Monday of January 2026, we will post on the website the schedule of collection of certificates. The time for return of gowns remains. Mr. Chancellor, our chief guest, I also need to mention that we have with us, representing the VC MUST, Dr. Egley Suma. Karibu sana. So I want to hand you back, but before we that, please rise, please rise. I think it's time to celebrate. I'm going to ask the DJ to give us 2 minutes to dance. So everybody, it's time to dance. DJ, we've got 2 songs, we've got 2 minutes. Please, let's have my music. DJ, are you there? You can dance. Come on, move it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please be seated. Just be seated. The ceremony is not over until we have sung the national anthem, and I hope the choir is coming up, and the procession has left. That is when the ceremony will be over. I'd like to announce also, colleagues, that we're going to plant a tree immediately, and then we'll go and remove our robes where we put them on. So, gentle ladies and men, having come to the end of the graduation ceremony, acting on the powers conferred upon me in accordance with the Universities Act 2012, the Universities Amendment Act 2016, Section 10 of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology Charter 2013 and the Statutes 50 also of 2013, it is my duty to declare this assembly dissolved. National anthem, please. And then we will have the recessional. We will start with the mace bearer and we'll follow as guided. National anthem, for which we all rise.
Haya, tumefikia mwisho wa sherehe ya leo, lakini nina tangazo moja tunataka kutangaza. Kwamba tukitoka hapa sasa tutabadilisha vile ambavyo tutatoka. Yule mbeba mesi ndiye atatanguliza msafara wa Chancellor, watatangulia nasi hapa jukwani tutawafuata. Alafu tangazo la pili, kila fulani ambaye amekaa katika jukwaa hili tutafuatana mpaka Assembly Hall sisi sote. Tutamalizia kwa ombi. University chaplain atatumalizia na maombi. Nashukuru sana Chancellor wa chuo hiki.
Let us bow down and have a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we stand before you to say thank you because you started with us and you have brought us to the end. We thank you for all the activities. Thank you, King of Glory, for everybody that attended. We thank you, King of Glory, that as we disperse, all these people will be in your hands. May you grant them journey mercies as they travel to their respective places. And those who are remaining, King of Glory, may your peace remain with us. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. For this is our prayer in Jesus' name.
Asante sana, tubakie kama tumesimama mpaka msafara wa Chancellor utoke katika jukwaa hili. Naomba alafu Bedi tupatie wimbo wakiendelea kutoka. Bedi tupatie wimbo tafadhali. Naomba tusalie kama tumesimama kabisa mpaka waondoke kabisa. Nani amechukua?